All right, so we're going to continue from the situation that we were just in. The last video showed us pummeling for the underhook, getting up to our hand, and getting a sweep. It's not always that easy. So a lot of the time I get here, and I get here, and as I free this out, we end up in this situation. Why don't you keep your knee on the mat for now? That is a thing. Sometimes she gets up to her foot like that, but we'll keep it pretty equal right here. And this position is called dogfight. She has an underhook on an overhook on my underhook, and she's looking to try to put me back on the mat. If she doesn't grab an overhook in this situation, so go ahead and take your whizzer out. If she, is just grabbing or posting or doing that, I'm just gonna bump my shoulder and make her put this hand on the mat and go to her back. So I can go here, go to her back. That's critical path in this situation. If I don't even have to do the sweep we just showed. If as I start coming up, she doesn't grab this overhook. Most competent players are gonna overhook this underhook. So expect it. Expect a little bit more of a fight. So go ahead and keep that engaged. We're here. So the first thing I need to address is if I'm going for that sweep and she's kind of contesting it right now, how I'm gonna deal with it. So a lot of the time I'm here and I'm just gonna reach my right hand out, tap her knee, and take her right over that leg. Just a little bit. It's like shooting a double. So here, tap the knee, knock her over. Sometimes, let's rotate just a little bit, I grab the shin like this and pull that out. Sometimes she'll post her leg up, more knee to the sky. Yeah. So here, let's move a little bit closer. When she does that, I can reach and block and knock her over that post. There's a couple of variations of the sweep we just showed when she contests it a little bit more from this dogfight position. Another thing that happens here is as I'm driving, she pushes back. And I feel a lot of weight on my post right here. We're going to do what I like to call a cutback sweep. So as she's pushing into me, I'm going to dive under and reach for her hip. And you go ahead and post your leg for this one. And I'm going to cut across to the weak side right here. And you'll see that we actually come out in a similar situation to when we swept before. So I'll come up to the top, keep this hook engaged, windshield wiper, and pass. That's kind of a nice little game that you can play right here. We get to this dogfight position, and we're pushing and pulling, trying to catch her overcommitting. If I can keep her leaning this way, and she doesn't push back, we drive. Hit our knee tap, or a variation of that double. If I feel her heavily pushing in, cut back. Sweep her that way. So that ties in. You have three options here from the dogfight. If the overhook isn't in, bump her, make her post, start attacking the back however you know how. Do that in another video. If I'm driving in and she doesn't push back on me, we're going to shoot this double. Knock her over. If I drive and I feel her pushing back hard, overcommitting, I'm going to drop to my right hip, sweep across the body. So there's three options there. That's sort of how I think about how I like to organize them too. I like first and foremost to go to the back. Then I like to drive, shoot that double or leg ride, and then I like to cut back. The cutback has the highest failure rate, but it looks the coolest. So it's what everyone wants to have happen. So, but I'd make it my last priority. Thanks, guys.